Yo, what's up guys, welcome back, next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So let's zoom in. Next one we have Tengu Plans versus Pendulum Magicians. The first matchup, well, the second batches of Duels, right? First matchup again, we have, first of all, Tengu Plans. And as you see here, top right corner, that most of the people, almost 100% of the people see that Pendulum Magicians should have the advantage over the much older Tengu Plan deck. Which, okay, I'm honest, you know, I've read through the comments. There was, what is it, 6 to 7 years a difference between both these decks. Hand traps, it's a difference. Ash Blossom, for example. Of course, the Pendulum mechanic with Electrumite. Both side deck, Tengu Plant being the more balanced deck, but on the other hand, you have the Pendulum mechanic, so yada yada, etc. Yeah, I can definitely agree that Pendulum Magicians should have the advantage here in this particular matchup, but the game still needs to be played, so let's see how it went. Tengu Plans goes first, and it has the advantage of opening with the 6th card. That's important against at least the older deck. That's one of the few advantages an older deck has over a more recent deck. The Pot of Desires, though, it gives them 2 extra draws, Wavering Eyes into Astrograph. The thing now is that the Astrograph doesn't give them any resources. Or what about, you know, like no Pendulum Scale or, I don't know, Monkey Board, like a 1-card Pendulum Scale, that is. Tengu replaces itself, Chaos deals the 1000 burn damage, and this should be more than enough. So I think it was both Solemns that, kinda, I'm honest, that won me the game. Okay, going second. This is kinda iffy. Darkhold is okay. The problem is that Pendulum Magicians, like what was it, 2017-ish, 2018 more so, Electrumite Turbo, they were always ending on at least one Omni negation. This was before, I guess, Boral Savage. I think so, yeah, before Boral Savage, you had like Odd Eyes, Vortex, right, as one of your main to-go-to boss monsters. Plus a couple of draws, Astrograph Sorcerer, what else? Potential Trap Search, yeah, there it is. So, what is it? Metaltron, I believe, the Link 3. It also has like, what is it? Whenever your monster is destroyed, if it's like pointing, you know, your Metaltron pointing towards it, you can reborn something. I think, oh, it has been a while. But, I mean, I think I only have Bottomless set, and that's not going to be enough. You can Bottomless the Electrumite, but they will still get the add. And here's what I was talking about. Oh, it gets something back from the grave to the hand. Which is still good, right? Like, resources management-wise. And this should be more than enough. So this is Pendulum again, like... I remember back in the day when Pendulum was released, like, it's basically a once per turn return from a different dimension. And that's basically the case, as long as you can keep the scales face up on the field. This was a long one. Yes. It was this one. This one was super iffy. One major problem here is that the Tengu, the second Tengu, is not getting summoned. Otherwise, I would have used it to go for the Exceed summon. I think there's only 2 Exceeds, both Utopia and Steel Swarm Roach, which, I'm honest, it's not that great against Pendulums. But again, I don't want to leave the Pendulum Magician, the one that pops, face up on the field, so we are going for the Exceed, and the initial plan was obviously to leave the Electrumite on the field, to prevent them from searching. But I think the Ash, and again Ash, because I think in game number 1 or 2 the Ash was also pretty crucial. So the Ash prevents the Tengu, and I was like, okay, I can't give them the, purple poison back. So I'm sacrificing my Thunder King, and I'm honest, the Thunder King was... but on the other hand, like, you know, the Magician would just destroy the Thunder King as well, so it was basically pick your poison. Here we can attack, but again, as we've mentioned before, the extra deck is fully loaded up, I think, and again, if you can keep your scales face up on the field, you're basically activating a return from a different dimension every time you Pendulum summon. Okay, so you can go for, what's the name again of the fusion that you can cheat out, copy Electrumite, basically. Keep in mind that this Pendulum deck is running the Master Rule 4 rulings, right? So you are forced to special summon from the extra deck into your extra monster zone, so we lose this one. Okay, next one, we open pretty redonkulous, especially for a 2011 deck, like Foolish Lonefire. I remember back in the day, triple Lonefire, etc. That was a super sick opening. So this is Hyper Librarian for a couple of draws, a build for, what is it, you know, Formula Synchron. This is already 2 draws. You could potentially go for Armory Arm, maybe for another draw, but Was this the... we special summon Thunder King. Okay, yeah, because we used our normal summon. Okay, yeah, Thunder King is strong, but the problem here is, again, a very similar situation as we've seen in the previous game, is that the in-engine Pendulum mechanic, Pendulum deck, is main decking stuff to destroy Thunder King. You know, Thunder King is one of your MVPs against most matchups, but again, the in-engine deck can just get rid of a Thunder King without losing basically any resources. So again, okay, we do have Dark Hole, but again, as we've mentioned before, I think it was game number 1 or 2, it was number 2, that they at least have 1 Omni negation, so we have to force the 1 of negation first, and then go for Dark Hole. So let's see. Obviously they negate, we can Dark Hole, obviously they Omega, so that's, Omega is strong against, you know, a lot of old school decks. We can get rid of the scales. The problem is that they still have the Omega, and are they able to set up the scales? Yeah, they are. They still have Wavering Ice, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Like, maybe Astrograph, or is Astrograph already gone? It might be gone. Anyway, let's see. So we get Omega, that's fine. That's the thing. We really don't have an extra deck. So the strongest exceed we can go for is Leviathan. 2500. That's not good. Not doing anything against an Omega. So yeah. I've read, you know, this easy 3-0, 3-1. Fair enough. GG.